ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Life Unscripted with Mrs. 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗧𝗃. In this series, I show you how you can become a student for life beyond academic session in order to achieve optimum success. And this is the 26th episode of the series, and we are going to delve into why you struggle to know the next step to take, even if that's your goal, in order to walk in the right sequence. And so, most of the people, they have already started executing on their targets and on their goals, but at some point, they think that they are missing out on something. Maybe their emotions are not coming the way, they are not picking up on their momentum and everything, and you are wondering, what's the next step? So, okay, I finished this thing. What is the next thing for me to do? You shouldn't be the only one here. If you know someone who is asking this question, tag them in the comment section. I'll copy the link and share to them because the envy is less when everyone is succeeding. Now, why do you struggle? Two major things I'm going to share with you. Number one is that you do not take out time to actually review your experiences. You know, I agree with John Maxwell when he said, experience is not the best teacher. Evaluated experience is. And what happens when you evaluate your experiences? When you truly evaluate your experience, do you know what really happened? You are exposed, you get a feedback on where you got it wrong. You know, one of the things I practiced today was is that I went back to actually review. Okay, so far we have gone how many days? More than 20 days in 2025. All right, what would I say I have achieved? Is it still in the line with what I'm working on? Why didn't these people actually respond with this intention that I do have? Why did this thing happen? When I started asking those questions, I saw my answers looking straight in my eyes. Why? Because I took my time to keep my records and everything. How many of you want to make more money? And that is why you struggle with how to even start because you don't journal, you don't take record of your experiences so that when the time comes and you are confused and you're thinking of where you missed it, you can be able to evaluate it to find out what actually went wrong along the way. Where did you miss it? Is there an action you did not take? You go back to be able to review it. Because if you want to connect the dots, you go backwards. But if you want to draw the margin, you go forward. Do you understand? So when you want to connect the dots, let me say that you go backwards, right? You connect the dots. Okay, I'm coming into consciousness of what really happened and everything. But when you want to draw the margin, right? When you want to go all out, when you want to make that difference, you go forward to do what? To draw the margin, right? So you want to be able to be in that position whereby you are at the point where you want to connect the dots and you are struggling. What is the next step I'm meant to take, right? Go and review your experiences. You want to make more money. How much money have you made so far in the last 20 days in 2025? How much money? And what was your target for January 2025? Have you been able to check that? What is the responses of people you are selling to? What are the things that you are doing you need to tweak? Go and start asking those questions. Do you even have a record of what you are even doing every single day? Do you even have a routine? Do you even have a journal where you talk about your experiences every single day? Do you have all these things kept that is going to help you, or you want to start from beginning? Because you can't really trust your mind. You need to actually learn how to think on paper. So you see that your problem is not just that you don't really know the next step, but why that becomes a larger problem is because there are foundational problems of you not even taking record of your experiences and also do not even know where to start to even evaluate them. So one of the things you have to do is there's something wrong with your finances, but you didn't even know something is wrong until you get to the point of fatal, until you get to the point that it is so fatal. You now begin to ask questions. And the point is not that it is fatal at that moment. The point is that there are a lot of compound effect of those failures that you have failed to, those things that you have failed to do on your own. So what really happens is that you now have to go back and restructure your brain, your life into a particular routine that helps you to know how best to review them. All right. So if those questions are asked and you cannot be able to respond to them, don't blame anyone. Don't say you are. Everybody is confused at different stage. And like I told you in the last series, right? Every promotion is a passport to the next frustration. You want to be able to get used to that, right? And so when you now get into that point, just understand that there is a transition. And so when that thing happens, you want to be, if your life is so structured, you want to be able to be certain, okay, I want to make $100,000 this January. Right, and so far I've not even been able to make $1,000. What is really the problem? You now go back. Why? You're very specific. Now imagine someone that will wake up and tell you, I just want to make money. How much do you want to make? You don't even know. I want to be a billionaire. You want to be a millionaire. What makes you a billionaire? Having 1 million in your account. My dear, if I remove 0.1 naira from that thing, it's no longer a million. And you having a million in your bank account does not make you a millionaire, right? Because how you manage that money determines the kind of work you have put in to be able to actualize that. That's why all scammers will keep coming back. Why? They don't even care to explore the experiences. They have the skill of deceiving people to actually get their money. And because they do not go through the process of that, they don't know how to manage it and multiply it. So what happens? They keep coming. And that's why people are really graduating, people are really in their space so much because they want quick things that do not have any line of process. You don't want that to happen to you. You want to be in a space whereby you can evaluate your experiences to know what went wrong. That is where the problem starts. So by the time you now know where the problem is coming from, you're coming from a point of intentionality. So the next two that is going to show you the next thing that you are meant to do and why you are struggling, even when you come into this light, is that you lack the menteeship attribute. What do I mean by menteeship? I didn't say mentorship. I said menteeship. A lot of people have mentors. They don't know how to maximize it. Why? They do not even know how to ask the right questions. You know why? Those times that you were in school, asking questions was not promoted to you. As an entrepreneur, you begin to struggle to ask questions because sometimes you feel it's stupid. Sometimes you feel, they are going to mock me. They will see me as less valuable. You have all these self-limiting beliefs when it comes to asking questions. You have already identified where the problem is, and you have a mentor that have practical experience of what you want to achieve, and you choose this mentor yourself. So why not go ahead and then be able to ask questions? And when you ask questions, keep quiet. A lot of people, they just ask questions, they are talking, they are even answering their questions inside in front of your mentors. So what's the essence of mentors? So if you know the answer, why are you coming to him and wasting his or her time? So most of us, we have the intentionality of where our problem is coming from, but we want to learn practical experience. Even those who have mentors, particularly those who have mentors, their problem is that they lack the right attribute. Now write this down, right? You do not lack relationship, you lack the right attitude and environment for access. You don't lack relationship, you actually lack the right attribute for access. So when you understand that, you can now be able to know that the role of mentorship in your life is to actually help you maintain your sequence, to actually work in structure, because a mentor is the roadmap of where you are headed. So if you trust the person enough to mentor you, you should be open to be able to ask questions, those stupid questions, those self-limiting beliefs questions, those questions you are vulnerable to him or her, to be able to ask those questions so that you can be able to see through their story, see through their life beyond AI, beyond YouTube, beyond whatever social media, because you want to work from a point of practical experience. So you will gain light through other people's light. It's a leveraging system that is available for you, but because you lack the right attribute, right? That's why you are struggling to know the next step. So most of you ask questions and shut up. When you are already intentional about, okay, this is where I got it wrong, I think, and when you get to your mentors, you don't advise your mentors. You know why? Because if you know all it takes for you to succeed, you shouldn't have him or her in the first place. And you, as a poor person trying to be rich, you can't advise your poor self. You have to be able to ask those poor questions, keep quiet, so that the rich person will transfer that attribute of wealth and abundance that has been their experience onto you. So that's why whenever you ask questions, you keep quiet so that your mentors can be able to help you see light through their own light in order to know the next step. Sometimes we are so passionate, but we are passionately frustrated because we're not paying attention. And so that is why in the next series, I'm going to share with you what the attributes that makes of the student for life. And you want to be there. That is why you should type CGC in the comment section. We are building confident global champions, and these leaders are gaining clarity with a structure in our community where they have diverse professionals and they're learning from them. Because I always let them know that when you learn from one person, you're a thief, but when you learn from diverse people, you are a researcher. And you want to be that part of people who ask questions to research on practical experience on how to gain light in order to know the next level of step. And that is why you should type CGC in the comment section. You have the opportunity of having monthly master classes, right, for the period of 12 months. And we are going to hold you by the hand with accountability structure till we see you gain clarity, because we believe clarity is progressive and people grow at their own pace, not by force. And so you want to be part of those persons who want to change the rule, change the game, and always know the next level of step they want to take, because they have the right set of people to actually ask questions, and not just the right set of person, but they have the right attribute. Because even when you are in the right environment, even when you meet the right opportunity, you should be the right person, right? And so that is why we are building confident global champions. To be part of us, type CGC in the comment section, or you click the link in the description of my channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching on Facebook, hit that link on my bio. Let's have that conversation and change the game here. You need to work in sequence. You need to work by structure. There is a lot of distraction on social media, and it's time for you to structure your scatter. Let us help you become a confident global champion. All right, by taking action today in typing CGC in the comment section. Our team is going to reach out to you, or you hit the link, and of course you are going to follow the prompts in order that you get access on gaining clarity on what next level of thing you need to do, because whoever that is certain ways, I still remain your friend, and you're going to get entrepreneur Mrs. 𝗟𝗂𝗏𝗧𝗃𝗃. And until I come your way again in the next series, don't forget that life is unscripted. It only takes your discipline for you to pick a pen and a paper to begin to write or rewrite your script. And so the time is now. And remember that you need to live the life you are proud of and not the one people recommend. And it's time for you to stand on your feet, because that is how life is designed. Till then, I can't wait to share your testimony to the world. Bye for now.